Okay, I saw Oppenheimer twice in theater, so I'm not really gonna complain about the runtime, but at least Oppenheimer was entertaining. Welcome back everyone to Grizzly Reviews. Today I'm bringing you a review for Killers of the Flower Moon. This is Martin Scorsese's newest film. It is a whopping 3 hours and 26 minutes in theaters, plus trailers beforehand. It is a monster. When oil is discovered in 1920s Oklahoma under Osage Nation land, the Osage people are murdered one by one until the FBI steps in to unravel the mystery. I don't have that much love for Martin Scorsese. I've only seen 2 of his movies. That would be Gangs of New York. I saw that in high school. And then at some point when I was growing up, I saw Hugo, but I can't honestly remember when I saw it or if I remember the whole thing. I own Wolf of Wall Street, but I haven't watched it yet. And then I didn't watch The Irishman when that came out on Netflix. I just never got around to doing that movie. So was this on my most anticipated list of the year? Nope. I just really didn't have any want to go see this movie. I went to go see it because of course I'm gonna go see it. It's the first opportunity I have to see a Scorsese movie in theaters, so I had to. But it is a very long movie, and I'm glad I saw it at a matinee time, because if I went to go see this at these late 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock showings, I wouldn't get home till like 2 a.m., and that's very irresponsible. And also, I'm gonna fall asleep in your movie if I go see it that late. So in the middle of the day, when I had the energy, I went to go see it. And to be honest, I got a little bored during it. It's a really long movie. It's a really good movie though. I hinted at the beginning of this review that it's not really entertaining, which is fair. It's a very uncomfortable movie. You're following people in this movie you don't really want to follow, which makes the movie very uncomfortable. They're not good people. And I had a hard time wanting to stay with this movie because it's very true crime. It's very blunt in its approach. It's engaging. I was engaged the entire runtime of this movie. There wasn't a point that I just was like, oh, I'm really bored, I want to go. But I yawned a couple times and I had to check my phone a few times to see the time to just learn where I was in this movie. Again, it's ridiculously long, which is fine. If your movie needs to be that long, I'm okay with that. And this movie shows that the runtime is worth it. Is there a scene that I could cut out from it? I don't think so. I just wish this was a movie maybe that had an intermission. You know, get some time to use the restroom, get some caffeinated beverages, come back to the movie theater, and like get back into the movie. I know that affects theaters being able to have more showings if you have like a 10-minute intermission in it, but it would have been nice. This is a capital M movie. I know Scorsese is gonna hate me saying that because it's a film, but it is like a classic true production, especially at the beginning when Leonardo DiCaprio's character arrives at the train station and you just have all these extras in great costumes and these big wide shots showing you the entire landscape area they're in. And the production design in this movie is great. The way that Oklahoma is changed from when more and more people show up because that's where the money is with the oil stuff. It's unfortunate to see how the land and town changes and expands from it just being this short little strip to like a whole town. And this is a really important movie to come out today because what it's talking about is the hate crimes and racial injustice that's happening to especially the Osage people in the movie, but especially nowadays with what's happening. So it's a really important movie to come out because you're getting the current significance of the themes of this movie, and you're also getting the American history that's happening within the film, which I didn't know about before going to see it. Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in this movie. You're gonna hear a lot about Lily Gladstone. She is fantastic as well. You don't see a lot of her towards the second half of the movie, unfortunately. So her performance that she gives at the beginning is great and carries through. You care about Molly a lot in this film. I do want to give a shout out to Cara Jade Myers. She plays Anna, one of Molly's sisters in this movie, and I just really loved her performance. Her character was really great. her portrayal is engaging and kind of really cool. I like this character a lot. It's a very well-made movie. The cinematography is fantastic. There's just a lot of really great shots in this film. The editing is very impressive, especially in the first act of this movie, where there's a lot of cuts to pictures being taken or using old film that they shot with to really set up how the Osage people, who they were, and like you're seeing like an older film in your theater. It's pretty cool. Just getting back from the theater with this movie, it's really draining experience. It's not a fun movie with what happens in it, nor should it be. You don't want to make light of any of the tragedies that happen in this movie. There are some really uncomfortable scenes in this movie that really deal with sexist and racist things that the characters are saying. Because it's the 1920s, they have no knowing that these are awful things that they're saying. So you're just kind of having to live through this and be uncomfortable as fuck listening to these awful things these characters are saying. And it's from almost the beginning of the movie. The first scene Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro have together, it occurs in, and it sets up that they're awful people from the beginning, but I didn't want to keep watching because they're so awful. I did enjoy Leonardo DiCaprio's character and Lily Gladstone's character forming a relationship, though. They really feel like they have a good relationship when that's building. It's just everything that De Niro kind of forces upon DiCaprio makes you want the best for her, and there's never any sense of like revenge or gotcha moment in this movie. It's really focusing on DiCaprio and De Niro in the movie. So it would have just been nice to have a little bit more of Lily Gladstone's Molly in this movie, have her character not be so held at the whim of what these men are doing to her. It's a really good movie, just not really my cup of tea exactly. This isn't sort of the drama I am going to look for. Do I think I'm ever gonna see this again? I don't think so. Maybe in a setting where I can take lots of breaks and just take in all the information and themes and character points and just vibe with the movie. I'm still really happy I saw this in theaters, and especially in IMAX, though I don't think it makes a big difference which kind of theater you're seeing this in. But anyways, I'm going to give Killers of the Flower Moon a 9 out of 10. It's a really good movie. I don't think it's gonna fall on my favorites of the year just because of what I'm personally into. What did you think about Killers of the Flower Moon? If you've seen it, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button so you know when they come out. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!